Hi, I'm Traci Moon, psychic tarot card reader and transformational life coach. I wanted to talk about balancing our work life with our home life and how that can be really hard when you're a high functioning woman who does a lot of work. And sometimes, by taking care of the kids at home and all of the responsibilities at work, we sometimes forget to take care of ourselves. And so, having a daily meditation practice or a ritual practice when we wake up in the morning to be thankful and grateful for what we have really slows us down so that we can start thinking about what we really want. So, it's not really important about what hour you get up, it's really about what you're doing in the hours that you are awake and how you're spending your time, your quality time with your children, and also taking responsibility to love yourself. So it is a self-love journey, being a mother and being a provider, going to work. And so there is a lot of different ways that we can get back to center. Some of that is, having a daily meditation practice. And I know that some people are like, ugh, I don't know, I don't want to clear my mind, it's going too much. There's a lot of different methods that we can use for clearing out the old energy of the day, or even setting an intention for what energy we're going to start our day with. So, just like the zodiac, we have 12 different signs and 12 different houses. So, when the sun comes up, it takes its course through the sky, and also then it sets. So like each one of the houses also represents a time frame for that specific planet that's in the night sky or the day sky. So we have two 12-hour cycles, and what we need to do is start planning in those 24 hours what we really want to accomplish. So, having a routine is a very good idea to start. I mean, I'm not a routine person, but I think it's always a good idea to, if you fall out of your routine, to like restart the routine again. Just having some things in mind that, we got to accomplish, the health and benefits of us. So some ways also, in addition to meditation, would be to um, clear out the energy with emotional freedom technique or tapping. And so sometimes our energy centers get a blockage, and then we start running a loop in our mind, and then we start worrying too much, and that can be taking a toll on our health. So what we can do is release those built up emotions, and it's really quite simple to do tapping. So I could show you how to do that, as well as sun gazing, setting the intention. I don't wake up in the morning early enough to ever sun gaze in the morning, but I do watch the sunset every evening. Now, follow your doctor's orders, and, when you're taking on a practice, always seek assistance and don't just haphazardly jump into something. So do a little research, but know that it is perfectly okay for you to try something different. There's a lot of different grounding techniques that you can do by even just taking your shoes off and nestling your bare toes into the grass or into the dirt, and just really feeling the connection between earth and you. That can help ground you. You could put your back up against a tree and just take really good deep breaths, and let the worries of whatever happened in the day, if you run into a situation, just run out of you. And the trees are very good about taking the energy from you and bringing it back to earth to recycle. There is also different like candle meditations. You can actually take the flame of a candle and stare into it and set your daily intention, and really just look at it and see like a whole new world open up. And it's really just by setting your intention, then you're really focusing down into the life that you're really wanting to have, because time goes by very fast, and if you're not paying attention, it can slip by without you even noticing. And So in order to focus in when you're a high functioning entrepreneur or mom who has a lot of daily tasks to do, it is very important to take the time for yourself. So I also wanted to talk about, seeking um, if there's inadequacy in the relationships that you're having, that this is a perfect time to really recalibrate and let go of old relationships that no longer serve a purpose. Some people do that easily, and other people's have a real hard time letting go of an old relationship. If you have difficulties with letting go, I also created cord cutting rituals, and they are very intricate and very good. I incorporate feng shui, the directions, certain daemons and deities, color candles, and protection, and just inviting in exactly what you do want, letting go of what you don't want, and zipping out of that old avatar and really focusing in on who you want to be and zipping it up. So there's a lot of different things that we can access, as far as really deciding who it is that we want to be. So every few years, we are doing a lot of work and a lot of changing. So whoever you were back in, the old days in high school, you're probably not that person anymore, because you may have got married, maybe had some children, maybe had a divorce. Now you started a business, and it's time to focus in on not only taking care of the children, but focusing on the business, and then, letting personal relationships in. These are all natural parts. And at some point, we will have to deal with the passing of our parents or our friends, our relatives, our pets. And so on a spiritual level, it's always good to have a practice that you can get in touch not only with yourself, but also really settle your spirit down, because sometimes it does cause anxiety, grief, fear, pain, overwhelm. And knowing that you can still have and work with the cups that are already full, and you don't have to always concentrate on what we lost, because time's going to keep going, and it just doesn't stop for anybody. So whatever you lost in the past, you can just let it go, focus in on what you do want, and then start bringing everything that you do want into the vortex and become that manifesting generator that you are meant to be, because you are the creator of your life. You can create or destroy. So if something's not working, it's perfectly fine to just call it quits, burn the bridge, walk away, whatever you have to do in order to get to be that person that you actually want to be. And you can change yourself several times in a lifetime to adapt to the change, to the new technologies that are happening, to the new information that's available, and not get stuck in the old way. You don't want to have a haircut from 1980s if you're living in 2024. So, just keeping up with the times, but also reaching back to those ancient practices that our ancestors have provided for us. So you can do some ancestral clearing and ask the ancestors, what it is that they could bring through the DNA to give you the wisdom to find within yourself what is the most valuable thing that can carry on to the next phase of life. And even the passed over people that are in the family, friends, anything, pets, these are all guides, and we reincarnate with each other over and over and over again. So it could be that the guides are there to access when you're in meditation and you really want to pay attention to little signs and things that are happening in your life. So it could be repeating numbers, it could be hearing a certain song. Sometimes you'll just hear a song and there's really not even a radio station nearby. These are all gifts from the spiritual world, and tapping in and paying attention. It's really just to know that you are a goddess right where you stand. You're a perfectly perfect person. We're all learning, and we're all, adapting and having a life experience. And really, in all reality, we are a goddess. And so, standing in the power of knowing that if you want something to stop, you can stop it. You really don't have to keep doing it. So it could be, things that are toxic, such as people, places, thoughts, or things. So if we have a negative thought pattern, we don't have to do that anymore. We can start meditating about 5 minutes before bedtime. Put in the program on what you really want, like I am abundant, and just say it like I am right now abundant. I am so happy. I am joyful. And it's not that you're lying to yourself if you're not, but if you keep stating it, then you will get to that point. But if you keep saying the negative things, then you'll start falling into the negative thought pattern. And once you start talking to yourself nicely and doing a self-love practice and showing yourself that it is okay to create the life that you want, it is okay to break that glass ceiling, reach for your dreams, and call into existence with your very thoughts and words and actions, then you'll start to see that things start to come to pass. So creating a vision board is also another way to really focus in on exactly what you want. So, for me, I like to go to Canva, or you could pick your favorite magazines and cut out the pictures and like glue them onto the paper of exactly what you want to see for the year. You can set short goals, long goals, and put all the images, the colors, the feelings down and really focus in on it when you're creating it. It's so fun. And put it in a place where you're going to see it every day. And when you start seeing that, then it becomes part of your awareness. Then you start seeing it in your outside world. So you will open up your perspective so that you can start seeing something that you do want and not having to deal with the things you don't want. So you can also use different perfumes to put around. So when you're setting your intentions, let's say that you want more love, you could have some rose candles burning or maybe a rose perfume. And whenever you want to start thinking about self-love or the love of something like a pet, a child, a project, then put this smell of rose oil on you and you'll start to smell it, and that will trigger a memory, and then it becomes more real. You can even add, let's say, lavender to your sugar cookies or to your chicken, or, add in certain herbs that make you feel really good, and, really let go of anything toxic. Like we talked about, different people, if they no longer serve a purpose and it's really becoming a heavy thing for you, let go. You don't have to totally cut them off, but if you want to, it's okay to feel that it's for your safety and for your well-being and your vision. So if somebody's impeding on your vision and they're not aligned with it and they keep trying to tell you not to do it, then go ahead and cut them out and then focus in on what you do want and really put the energy into that. It could be a negative, toxic environment. It could be that there's some sort of coffee or smoking or something that isn't in alignment with the new body that you want to create. And, you can maybe choose friends that don't smoke cigarettes. And not that that has to be the thing for you, but create the environment of which you put boundaries, set boundaries for yourself, and start calling in these people that fit into that boundary. It could be that you want more artistic friends who are doing photography and video and productions and art, and just really focus in on only having that time with those very specific people so that you yourself can be in that artistic place. So it could be joining a club or a painting guild, maybe a dancing place, and just keeping the environment clean for yourself. So I really hope that all of this information has helped you a little bit on your journey of self-love and empowerment and manifestation. And I implore you to like, share, and subscribe to my channels across all platforms. Traci Moon Official. Thanks.